I mentioned that the reason I started doing these videos was because I wanted to talk about ideas, because I couldn't talk about them with my friends anymore, what with social distancing and everything that's been going on lately. But recently I have been able to meet up with my friends since then and catch up and have a pint, which has been nice. And on one fateful night, me and my friends were having a movie fight. And so my brain was firing on all cylinders in terms of like pitching things. And I came up with something in 10 minutes that could be a movie. So let's go for it. It's called Key Worker. Who's an actor we like? Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson is a locksmith, and during the early days of lockdown, he's trying to hold on to his business. He's like an independent locksmith. He's got a small shop in a small town. And he's adamant that, oh no, look, people are always going to need locksmiths. I'm not going to do the Liam Neeson voice. People are always going to need locksmiths. I'm a key worker. And his friends are like, look, dude, you're not going to get any business. How are people going to get locked out if they can't leave their houses anymore? But Liam Neeson is like, no, trust me. No, I'll be fine. I will get work. I'm a locksmith. I said I wouldn't do the voice. It's hard to talk about Liam Neeson without doing the voice. But he's trying to hold on to his business. But a few weeks into lockdown, he's not getting any business. He's not getting any calls. And he gets to the point where, shit, I may have to shut down. But on the last day he's about to do it, he gets a phone call. And someone's ringing him up and says, hey, I've been locked out of my house. And he's like, oh, no, yeah, absolutely, I'll come find you. And the voice on the other end of the phone says, okay, but you need to be here in half an hour. You need to be here in 30 minutes. I can't tell you why, but you need to be here in 30 minutes. And he's like, okay, just give me the address and it's easy to get to. And that keeps playing on his mind. Be here in 30 minutes and I can't tell you why. He gets to this house, it's like a cottage in the middle of nowhere. And he does his job, and that's where it kind of ended for me. And I was talking about this with my friends. And this is what I wanted to talk about. If you have an idea, it really helps to talk about with people. Don't be one of those people who thinks, oh, I have an idea, but I can't tell anyone because they might not think it's good, or they might mess it up. Blah, blah, blah. No, talk to people. That's the one thing I miss, because they can make you see it in a different light to get that other perspective. So when I was talking about with my friend, shout out to Dom and Toby, we were able to kind of work out where it could go. This is basically a thriller. And what I wrote afterwards, after 20 minutes of like talking about it, this was what I wrote. Key worker. During COVID-19, a low-key locksmith gets called to help someone locked out of their residence. Little does the locksmith know, he will need to help someone locked in the residence. That might be, I don't know if that will be the final thing. This is what I mean where I say part of the fun of telling stories is that's what you have to do. You have to tell stories. You can't just tell them to yourself. You need people you need that input, especially in the early days. And don't be afraid that someone's gonna steal your idea. You're the one who's gonna end up doing all the work. I'm the one who's gonna sit behind a laptop and actually type out the damn thing if I ever get around to it. It's like you could have the first 20 minutes of a movie and have nowhere to go, and it takes talking about with someone to just unlock the thing. That's what it took to unlock Key Worker. That's a very bad pun. I didn't really have a lot to say. It's not much of a pitch. It's literally the first 20 minutes of a movie. I don't know where it could go. It could be an exciting Liam Neeson drama thriller, but like ordinary love Liam Neeson, not Taken Liam Neeson. A guy who's just like a down on his luck locksmith who has to become a hero somehow. It could be someone's being kept prisoner in a house. It could be something else. There could be an alternate dimension or something. It could go anywhere. If it was like someone's being kept prisoner in a house, it's like, well, how do you know they're being kept prisoner and they're not just self-isolating because this is set during COVID-19. We'll try to keep doing these videos. Sorry this one is so late. I've been busy the last couple of weeks. But there's nothing compares to actually telling it to people in real life and talking about it. So if you're like me and you have ideas, share them. Don't be overprotective. Don't be so egotistical. It's like, it's my idea and my idea alone. I don't need to share it anyway. I'll work on it and be great. Your ultimate job is to serve the story, and sometimes people can help you with that. The story is bigger than your ego. So don't keep it locked up. Open it up, get new perspectives, get fresh ideas. Ultimately, in some way or another, they'll make the story better. So that's all I have to say. I'll do a proper one next time when I have time. Take care. Bye.